Good evening, hello and welcome. You're watching the Newshour Agenda. The war of words over language, linguistics and local pride today spilled onto speech in Tamil Nadu. Unprecedented drama was witnessed in the State Assembly as DMK and its allies raised slogans like "Long live Tamil Nadu" and "Our land is Tamil Nadu" during Governor Ravi's address. The sloganeering viewers came as a protest against the governor's recent remark that the name of Tamil Nadu should be changed to Tamilagam, accusing him of perpetuating saffron agenda. The parties then staged a walkout.
Where is a separate state? Where is the question of separate state? Tamil Nadu Chief Minister said anything? Any minister said? You want to introduce the RSS agenda? You want to do the RSS politics in Tamil Nadu? That's why it's creating problem.
He is simply exhibiting or expressing RSS ideology, whose ideology is there should be only one government, the union government, and all other states should be administered territories. So Tamil Nadu he has started. So this shows how Mr. R.N. Ravi has stooped the governor's office to the lowest ebb.
Governor Mr. Ravi wants to change Tamil Nadu to Tamilagam, which is eventually affecting our sentiments. So, we have boycotted the session today, the governor's speech. See, this is a modus operandi of the BJP. They rule the democratic governments using the governors.
It shows the diversionary tactics of Mr. Ravi, who has linkages with the ruling party. And it shows the diversionary politics of BJP to divert from the real issues. The demand is not from the ground. Demand is from Delhi. They wanted to divert from the real issues.
Now, the next round of Slugfest was triggered by the governor as he allegedly skipped references to Tamil Nadu and Dravidian ideology in his speech that was prepared by the state, after which Chief Minister Stalin moved a resolution urging the speaker to declare as valid only the text prepared for the governor's address and not what he had read out. Then the unprecedented happened. The assembly witnessed the governor walk out in apparent disagreement just as the chief minister concluded his speech, even before the national anthem was played. After the assembly adopted the resolution, the BJP Tamil Nadu President K. Annamalai said that governor's speech in assembly is not a DMK party event and it can't be expected to parrot their line.
Right from the Sangam literature and historical context, the word Tamilagam is used. It is not a new word. Last 2000 years we are using this word. And the DMK government, when they came to power for the first time, the word Tamil Nadu came. The governor, in one of his speech in the Raj Bhavan, he just made a speech where both the words are in motion, and as per his suggestion, he felt Tamilagam would be an appropriate word. That is the governor's opinion. And even now, a common man in Tamil Nadu, many context uses Tamilagam, many context uses Tamil Nadu. There is no need for DMK to take offense to it. The Honorable Governor was present in the assembly today. It was completely unnecessary by the DMK parties, especially Congress, VCK party, Communist party. They staged a walkout even before the governor started his governor's speech, which is very unfortunate, sir.
This showdown comes days after the governor stoked a controversy as he suggested a new name for the state. The governor, while calling Dravidian politics regressive, said that Tamilagam is a more appropriate name for the state.
Here in Tamil Nadu, a different kind of narrative has been created. Everything that for the whole of the country which is applicable, Tamil Nadu here will say, no, we are not. Anything you say, they will say, no, we are not. It has become a habit. And the truth is that we are all one. It's a part of Bharat, and in fact, Tamil Nadu. In fact, Tamil Nadu is the one place, let us say Tamilagam is more appropriate. This land keeps the soul of Bharat. the identity of Bharat, the idea of Bharat.
You're watching the News Hour at 10. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Let's quickly open this up, viewers. Vinod Selvam, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, SS Sriram, political analyst, Kovai Satyan, spokesperson of the AIADMK, Salim Dharanidharan, spokesperson of the DMK, and Asan Maulana is MLA, deputy whip of the Congress Party. Now, good evening, gentlemen. Mr. Salim Dharanidharan, let me begin by asking you the most fundamental question in all of this. What point or what step of the governor or the DMK and all your allies so much that you are now wanting him sacked?
See, the problem with the governor is not just with Tamil Nadu, it's not unique to Tamil Nadu. Most or nearly all non-BJP ruled states have problem with governors. So the message from the union government is that to trouble the non-BJP states from functioning using governors. This Tamil Nadu governor has put more than 20 bills on hold. Some of them are in abeyance for more than a year. We follow a Westminster system. As per Westminster system, the governor is equal to the then queen, now the king. So, have you ever seen in Britain ever a bill being not accepted by the then the queen or being put in abeyance? No. So he has no rights. As per Article 200, there are only 3 options. One, he has to immediately sign it or send it back to the Council of Ministers. But the Council of Ministers will send it back to him, he'll have to sign. And only if it undermines the position of the High Court, that is for administrative purposes, only then he can sit on hold. And this is not unique to Tamil Nadu. It's happening in Kerala, it's happening in Telangana, it's happening in West Bengal. We saw in Maharashtra when the previous regime was in power, the speaker was not appointed for more than a year. So why are the governors behaving like the stooge of union BJP government? And secondly, this governor is distorting history. He's speaking half-truths. Why is he doing all this? This is not a job. And today he was vindicated. Why did he deviate from the norm? Why did he digress from the norm? From the history is that the governor would speak what is given by the incumbent government, that is DMK government now. But he has chose to omit Dravidian model. He has even omitted a paragraph which says, because of improving law and order in Tamil Nadu, FDI investments are pouring into the state. He has omitted that. He has omitted the name of Arinyar Anna, Periyar, Kalaignar. He has also omitted terms such as women empowerment, social justice, secularism, etc., etc. This has never happened. This is unconstitutional. This is the first time this is happening in Tamil Nadu Legislative Assembly, that the governor chose to speak what he wants to speak and modify the speech that was already agreed, and speech which he is bound to speak on, he did not follow that. So we listened to the governor. Our MLAs were listening to the governor until the end of the speech. Only after he finished, our chief minister said whatever was there originally will be into the.
No, but by doing that, the BJP says by doing that, the fact that the chief minister asked the speaker to intervene and adopt the original text, you insulted the governor. That is what the BJP is saying. And let me bring in Mr. Vinod Selvam. Mr. Vinod Selvam, the charge from the DMK is, look, that this is part of an agenda. The governor has been sent by the central government to trouble the non-BJP government in Tamil Nadu.
No, not Tamil Nadu, everywhere.
See, let me first... Okay, so it's my turn to speak, so I think it's better you keep quiet for a while. So it is really funny that the DMK spokesperson was talking about the system of Westminster. I think he just got a little confused, because the system of Westminster is still prevalent only in the DMK party, where the grandfather was a CM once, the father is CM now, the son is a minister, and the entire family is full of MPs and MLAs. So the system of Westminster only applies to your family, the DMK family, and not to the rest of the country. We've forgotten that. Now moving on. Today, the governor, the DMK unfortunately expects him to be a mouthpiece of the Dravidian of the DMK party. But he is no spokesperson of your party. He is there to communicate facts, and he is not going to be lying. Whatever lie you write and give it to him, he is not bound by any rule to go and repeat the lies that you give to him. You're saying that the law and order in Tamil Nadu is so beautiful and perfect. What happened to the lady constable who was troubled, the lady police officer who was troubled in Virugambakam in Chennai in broad daylight when your MPs were standing on stage by your party men? What about that? What about the various instances of petrol bombs being hurled on BJP men? 25 petrol bombs were hurled when the PFI was banned. Now, do you call this a state where law and order is perfect and beautiful? Is this your definition of good law and order? And you give beef numbers on foreign direct investment and you want the governor to come and lie. This is not a DMK manifesto which he's trying to speak. It's not a DMK manifesto which you give it to him and you expect the governor to go up and speak. You have enough ministers to do the psychophancy. The governor is not going to be a sycophant. And do not forget, this is the same governor to whom the chief minister, when he was the opposition leader, tore his shirt open, went and cried, knocked on his door over and over again when you were an opposition leader. This is the same governor to whom you kept going back to. And now where did this whole thing come that he is a BJP man and you don't want to go to him? Today, the governor is pinpointing faults, pinpointing problems. He is there to guide the state government. He is supposed to be acting as a bridge between the center and the state, and he is doing his duties perfectly, beautifully, and it's a real shame that today the DMK and its allies, especially the Congress and the Communists and other parties, made a ruckus when the governor was
that's a fairly detailed response to what Mr. Dharanidharan said. No, 1 minute. Let me get him in again. Now, yes, Mr. Salim Dharanidharan, the BJP is saying that, look, the governor is not supposed to parrot what you gave, what you give it to him in writing. He can't read out the party's manifesto. And I have data, examples, precedents to show that this is not the first time that the governor has drawn the line and said, look, I'm not reading this because I don't agree. This has happened in the past.
See, listen. Firstly, I think he didn't get what Westminster system means. It's a system of administration through which our parliament works. So it's nothing to do with the royal family. I think he got confused. So that apart, I want to rebut one by one. He said that there are no investments coming in. This is not true. The Niti Aayog, which is run by the union government, has given Tamil Nadu third place after our government came to power. It was 17 when AIDMK, BJP's alliance partners was there. Ease of doing business, Tamil Nadu is now ranked third. Look at most of the metrics, we have improved.
But by that logic, you are saying that there is a vendetta, there is vendetta politics by the center. No, but if what you are saying is true, then there is no vendetta.
No, there is vendetta. See, because we are doing really well, how can they stop? Because when all the parameters are there, how can they stop? But the point is, how is the governor impeding us from governing? By not passing the bills. How is the union government harming the state? By not releasing the funds which should come on time. For example, AIIMS, Madurai. Let's talk about AIIMS, Madurai. At the same time, AIIMS in Himachal Pradesh was announced. But in AIIMS in Madurai, not even a brick is there. But Himachal Pradesh is complete and inaugurated.
Well, what's that got to do with this? You're mixing up things. Mr. Dharanidharan, you are mixing up things.
Why?
The Niti Aayog example was still okay. But now you are saying, let's not get into, bricks and stones. We are talking about the larger issue of protocol. Who's crossing the boundary? That's the fundamental question. Let me get in Mr. Asan Maulana. You are the deputy whip of the Congress. Many leaders of the Congress have today said that we are writing to the president, call this man back. He's an impediment to development and to governance. What makes you say so?
The governor has not signed the bills sent by the state government. The governor is a governing body who is not an authoritarian. He is just a bridge between the state and the center. It is his very work to receive whatever the state sends, sign it and give it back. Or else give it to the Council of Ministers where the House tells it is approved immediately. But not following any of the norms, the governor just puts the state in a stale.
Okay, so you want a rubber stamp governor?
No, nobody calls a governor a rubber stamp. The Constitution has written what the governor is bound to do. We are just asking him to do what the Constitution has written. So that is where we stand. Where he doesn't follow anything. Whatever happens in the state, the governor approves, the chief secretary signs it. See, you have been using all these governors to make the state topple, to make the state not do its business properly. The state business is being hung because of the governors appointed by the BJP is what we see. You see, even the Vice President of India was a governor in West Bengal. Because he acted very good to the BJP and RSS ideology in West Bengal, he is promoted as the Vice President of the country. See, these things, we are not here to fight with the center, the union government. We are here to just
let me just
allow the state to do its business.
Let me read out. Mr. Ahsan Maulana, let me read out how governors in the past have taken a position on principle. I am talking about 1983-84. The West Bengal governor was Anant Prasad Sharma. He differed with the left government over the appointments of vice chancellors, and after objection, the CM removed reference to the issue. Now, if you go further back in 1969, the West Bengal governor was Dharma Veera, refused to read parts critical of the Congress-led centre, portions about dismissal of First United Front government. In the same year in Punjab, the governor DC Pavte objected to comments critical of Congress-led centre.
Okay. Now, are you the BJP spokesperson or you are the
I am only giving you the precedent. Now, look, you can, call me names. Mr. Ahsan Maulana, if you run out of answers, you can call me names. You can call me the BJP spokesperson, the RSS.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Mr. Maulana, what I just read out, is this true or not?
Yeah. This case.
Is this true or not?
I don't know. You're talking.
You don't know. You see, there you go.
You're talking about things which were eventually erased in the past.
Erased in the past? How was it erased?
You're talking about things when the governments were happy with the center. Today, the governments are not happy with the center. You're just trying to make things make it look like Congress did the mistake. Congress did not do any mistake.
I am only giving you the precedent. I am only giving. You are taking it personally. You are so rattled that you are calling me names. You're calling me the BJP spokesperson. Mr. Selvam is the BJP spokesperson. My job is to ask questions. Okay, let me bring in.
The current Delhi governor.
Let's get in another voice. We'll come to that. We'll talk about Delhi, Kerala, Tamil Nadu. No, 1 minute. We'll talk about all these states. Kovai Satyan, you've heard the DMK and the Congress.
You've been using all these people to topple local government using the governor.
Okay, Hassan Saab, allow the others also to speak.
Okay.
Kovai Satyan coming in.
Yeah.
Good evening, Pranesh. And congratulations on your new title. You are peddling RSS ideology and you are the new Sanghi now. And after this debate, I will be called as Sanghi. Because whenever you quote facts, then you will be branded as Sanghis. And surprising, a party is Congress, which has used Article 356 more than 40 times to topple state governments, is talking about dissolution of state governments. For the benefit of the US, I want to narrate what exactly transpired today. The busiest actor of Tamil Nadu, Mr. MK Stalin, want to peddle a fake narrative that could suit his political ideology and benefit, miserably failed, bringing disrepute to Tamil Nadu, Tamil people and the assembly. You cannot expect the governor to be your brand ambassador and narrating the all distorted facts, figures and numbers and claiming that no, he has not read what we had given. And your fake Dravidian model doesn't have any merits. All your self-proclaimed title that you are the #1 CM in the state, you are #1 here, you are #1 there. You cannot expect somebody at the helm of affairs like a governor who holds a constitution post to peddle your lies in the assembly. Having said that, once he is done, you cannot stand up trying to enact a drama to suit your political narrative by saying, I'm going to dissolve Article 17 and trying to bring a resolution against the governor while he is seated there in the assembly. And everything goes by time. It doesn't happen unorganized. What time the governor should start, what time he should finish, and what time the national anthem will be sung. Everything goes by the timeline. Having said, the governor finished his speech on time and he was seated there waiting for the national anthem to be sung, and the CM rose to his seat, and while the governor was waiting that to be the valedictory address followed by national anthem, suddenly the resolution was brought in which is against the norm of the assembly. And not knowing the language, he was struggling for 5 minutes, not understanding what's happening on the floor. And when he called his associate and asked him what's happening, they say the resolution has been tabled against you by diluting Article 17. He chose to walk out, sending a message. And what the narrative has been sent outside is, no, he didn't choose to stay for the national anthem. He disrespected the assembly. All fake narratives, one after another. And you cannot say, I hope the fellow panelists would know what Article 163(2) says with respect to the powers.
Mr. Dharanidharan wants to respond to you. He has his hand up. Yes, then I'm coming to you, Mr. Sriram.
See, it's so funny that someone from DMK that is who was in power from 2016 to 21 can talk about anything to do with administrative failure, because the worst administration in history of Tamil Nadu happened between 2016 to 2021. I'm not saying it's rhetoric because I have data. If you look at the revenue the state got as terms of GDP, for the first time ever it reduced from 11.5% to 9%, which is a clear marker of corruption. And second thing, state's revenue deficit.
Okay, this is not about the governance record of the DMK and AIDMK. We'll have that someday separately. Let's stick to the larger issue we are discussing, Mr. Dharanidharan.
No, but see, you can't come and ridicule my party.
Answer the larger question that he's saying that you you've turned the assembly into a party event. And the governor put his foot down, said no, nothing doing. And which is why you are going after him.
The governor is the one.
That's his charge.
See, you know what, we are, you know what, the unfortunate thing is, DMK has become Amit Shah DMK now. That's a problem. Because Anna was the one who stood for aggressions of the governor and for federalism. We are fighting against the aggression of this governor. He is not letting us function. Don't look this in an isolated incident. What happened last week? I'm not getting into Tamil Nadu versus Tamil Nadu, but what are the other things he said? He said Dravidian parties ruined Tamil Nadu in 50 years. But look at any socio-metric or industrial development. Tamil Nadu ranks #1. So he's been peddling lies like this. He's been acting as an RSS ideologue. That is
Mr. Sriram, who's crossing the line here? Who's crossing the brief?
Pranesh, good evening, and fellow panelists. I'm sure the governor today has proved that he is not a rubber stamp, which is what the ruling dispensation and their allies claim, that he is just a rubber stamp. And he has today showed what a governor's powers are. Now, I'm quite surprised with Congress. You know, not long ago, they had just supported Mr. Arif Muhammad Khan in Kerala against the communists. They have said, we are not in the battle alone. We will be with you as regards to the appointment of vice chancellors. And they were the only party which probably dismissed about 97 elected governments. And coming to tutor governor and its responsibilities is quite surprising. Definitely, the governor has done what his job is. And, it's not a compulsion to read what is being given. It has also mentioned that 122 fishermen were actually released by the efforts of the state government only. And if you expect the governor to read this, you mean to say the central government has no role to play to get these fishermen out of the Sri Lankan, jails? I mean, if you try to peddle lies, and you expect the governor to read and give you, as rightly pointed out by Mr. Satyendra, it's a trumping kind of a statement. The governor, with his wisdom, has chosen not to read that. By and large, about 90% of the resolution has been read, and in certain points, by his discretionary power, he has avoided. What is wrong in this?
No, Mr. Hassan Maulana, the governor in Kerala is doing a great job because the Congress is not in power. Nor are you sharing power there. Not that you are in power actually in Tamil Nadu. But here, Mr. Ravi puts his foot down, takes a stand, and you have a problem.
Okay. Now, when you are quoting precedences, why aren't you quoting this current one? In 2016, when Sasikala wanted to form the government, she had sent a statement to Honorable Governor Vidyasagar Rao. Why wasn't she invited to even form a government? Why aren't you?
Mr. Vidyasagar Rao will. I am sure he had his advisors tell him.
Talking about precedences, so I'm just telling you.
You called me a BJP spokesperson. I am not the spokesperson of the Raj Bhavan when he was the governor. You make up your mind, Mr. Hassan Maulana. What am I?
No, I don't know. You were talking about precedences where Congress had done something. You're not talking about what these people are currently doing.
But you dismissed that. Let's talk about Arif Muhammad Khan and the role of the governor in Kerala.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling. We have to talk about Vidyasagar Rao. We have to talk about Banwarilal Purohit. We have to talk about Sadananda Dharma. All these people. What is happening? No,
you have no
have to-
answers on Arif Muhammad Khan. Is okay. Let me ask you a direct question. Let me rephrase what I asked you. Is Arif Muhammad Khan doing a good job there in Kerala?
Yeah. Of course, a BJP governor will do what the BJP and RSS wants. What does the Congress
But
want to
leaders
do?
of the Congress party have praised him. Should I read out what they've said about Arif Muhammad Khan?
On regards to what?
On many issues.
When there is an issue
many
on the
issues.
floor, or when there is an issue on the state, and suddenly, by mistake, if Arif Muhammad Khan, the governor of Kerala, has worked.
But Mr. Hassan, by this logic, shouldn't this be issue specific? How are you saying that Mr. R.N. Ravi?
Every case has its own way of looking into it. This
No,
Tamil
but
Nadu issue is
you are but Mr. No, 1 minute, sir. You're confused. I'll tell you what the confusion is, Mr. Maulana. First of all, you don't know what stand to take because your party colleagues have taken a completely different stand in Kerala. Because you see, the Congress is in opposition. It suits you there.
As to what? See, with this ADMK, Sasikala issue is there. Oh, why did Vidyasagar Rao not call them to form a government?
I can answer.
See, things are being changed according to their situations. We are here
But
to
leave
tell
it.
them.
But leave it to the wisdom of the governor, Kovai Satyan.
Yeah, she sent the letters taking claim for the post of CM, but it was kept in abeyance because the judgment on a case was about to come in 3 or 4 days' time, and governor's conviction turned out to be true. She was convicted. In such case, a governor cannot call somebody to form the governor. So let's face facts and on merits. Let's argue on merits and facts. Let's not build narratives to suit one's own agenda. And it is no new to DMK or Congress. They will try their best to spin a narrative that will suit their agenda. They will never discuss on facts and merits.
Now, Mr. Dharanidharan, we spoke to K. Annamalai. He said, look, the governor made a suggestion that this is a needless controversy and the DMK is doing this to deflect from real issues.
What real issues, sir? The state is being administered really well in spite of the impediment which the governor is causing. The investments are flowing in. TN has received the next highest increase in investment across India. Law and order is much better compared to 2016 to 21. I'm talking data. I'm not going into single cases. You can talk about there are aberrations in law and order, I know, but if you look at the overall data from 2021 May to now, Tamil Nadu is doing 10 times better than what it was during DMK, BJP's alliance partner. The state's finance, which was really bad, has now improved under DMK. For the first time in 8 years, we are becoming revenue surplus state. The revenue deficit started reducing for the first time in 8 years. So there is no problem.
The governance is so good that you are resorting to, misusing the office of governor to settle scores with the DMK.
No. I'm not saying that. You are saying that governor is the one who is coming and provoking us repeatedly.
No, but you said in the beginning, Mr. Dharanidharan, you said in the beginning that this is a ploy by the centre. The centre is misusing the governor's office to target the government. Now you're saying no.
No, I'm not saying. I am saying both. I am saying the union government has set an agenda to the governors of non-BJP rule state to disturb the state governments there. Issue 1. Issue 2, this governor, that is R.N. Ravi, is disturbing, as per the union wishes, the incumbent DMK government here. He is causing embarrassment to us. He is speaking distorted history, which is not true. He is going and speaking against evidence without any data. He is violating all the constitutional norms. Justice Nageswara Rao,
constitutional norms are being violated, Mr. Selvam. That's the charge. Constitutional norms are being violated by the governor, and all this is being done at the behest of the BJP, that is the party in centre.
So today, the people's money which was being spent on convening the assembly was utterly put to waste and put to shame. It was very simple. Today, the DMK, just to hide their deficits in various fields and departments. All these numbers he's talking about is all prior to 2021 when the DMK-BJP alliance was in the state. Now they're just trying to showcase. They're known as a sticker party in Tamil Nadu. So whatever the central government does, all DMK does is go puts a sticker on and says it's a state government projects. So they are known for, they're very famous for that. And that's what they're doing at this point again. So today, the entire speech, they wanted to make the governor come out and praise the DMK so they can claim victory and they can claim all the success. That was the internal idea of the DMK. Unfortunately, they have a strong man in the governor, Sri R.N. Ravi, refused to read what was given to him because he was smart enough, he had a brain of his own to decide what was right, what was wrong, just like how Mr. Sriram had mentioned a little earlier.
But there is more to it because the motion of thanks begins, the two-day session begins tomorrow, and the governor is also holding a press briefing at about 10:30 a.m. in the morning. So we will know from the governor of what he thought of what happened today, what transpired in the assembly. I thank all of you for joining us on debate number 1.